Creating a color wheel with Mr. G. All right, here we are again. We've got our portfolio. We've got the circle that we made with the CD last time when we first did our portfolio. So we need these colors. We need red, yellow, blue, a violet, an orange, and a green. And then we'll have this little black pencil too. So we're going to take our CD, and I've created the marks for you on the CD. So all you have to do is take your CD and just kind of match it over the top of your other one. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make lines for the color wheel. So you can see the markings on all the sides there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the pencil and just hold on to it really kind of tightly, make little tiny marks right where the marks are that I've put down on the CD. That one there, and we got one last one. Then you can take the CD off, and you've got those marks. So then what you want to do is you want to take your ruler and go. You can see that the lines are across from each other, so you just connect those two lines that are across from each other and then make a line. You can kind of skip the circle part in the middle, kind of jump right over this one here, and then continue that line all the way to the other side. This should be pretty easy. See, we got one straight line going across. Now we only have two more lines to go. I'm going to pick this side over here, line it up with the dots, make a straight line in, another straight line going down. If you go over the middle part, that's okay. It's not going to hurt. But if you're using a pencil, you could just erase that mark. And our final line right here. There. Pretty simple. I think the hardest part about this whole project was making sure those lines were the correct size and pretty equal. And I think we did a pretty good job. So on to the next part. We're going to discover where we're going to put our colors. When we start, we're going to work with our primary colors, which you will remember are red, yellow, and blue, or yellow, blue, and red, or red, blue, yellow, whichever you want to, and then decide where you're going to put those on your circle. Now they have to be in a triangular formation, and I'll show you what I mean by that. We'd have one, and then we skip one, and then we do another one. So see how we have three of them here. And you can have those in any order you would like to, whether it's red, blue, yellow, or red, yellow, blue. And then I'm just marking this just to kind of show you what the in-betweens. Like between yellow and red is orange, because if you mix red and yellow, you'll get orange. Just like the green that we put down. If you mix yellow and blue, you make green. And if you mix red and blue, you're going to get violet or purple. So we'll take those away. We've kind of decided where we want to. One thing that I did is I just made a little tiny mark with each color, each crayon, or each colored pencil, just so I would remember which one was where. I think that the camera makes these colors look just a little bit different because my blue is a little bit darker than that, and I think my red is also. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in each one of those colors. It's very easy, pretty simple, and you should be able to do it probably pretty fast, pretty efficiently. We're going to speed this whole process up. Now that we're finishing up with the yellow, now it's just up to you whether you want to do the red next or the blue next. I think for this one I'm probably going to choose the red. Get over to that. Gosh, that looks pink on camera. But it is red, I assure you it is. So we're going to speed this up, and then we're going to do the blue and speed that up as well. Now that that is done, we are going to move on to our secondary colors. Secondary colors are those which we mix two primary colors together to get. And now we'll move on to the secondary colors. We know that red and yellow combined together make orange. And the next is red and blue. When you put them together, you get purple or violet. And then last, blue and yellow, put those together, and you get green. That's what we're going to do with ours, is fill in the rest of those secondary colors. And we are finished. Now for our older students, probably maybe our 5th through 8th graders, we're going to do a little bit of extra work here. If you are in 4th grade, maybe you want to try this, or even 3rd grade if you wanted to try this. What we're going to do is combine some colors. So I'm going to make some circles around here, specifically in the secondary color area. Those are the ones that we're really going to fill in. So you don't have to put one in front of the red like I just mistakenly did. But we're going to put it where the secondary colors are. And then we're going to try to mix those colors. Now this is really going to be only with colored pencil. This is something you could probably try at home with watercolor if you have a good red, a good blue, and a good yellow. So I'm going to make some circles around where the secondary colors are. And then I'm going to combine those colors with a colored pencil. So first we're going to do the secondary color orange, mixing red and yellow together. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting on a light layer of red. I'm not pushing down hard because that might make it a little bit more difficult to blend, especially with colored pencil. But these are some of the cheaper colored pencils that are out there that we've got, and I've noticed that they still work. So I put the red down kind of lightly. And then after that, of course, we're going to put together the yellow. And just do the exact same thing, maybe kind of doing it in a different direction. And pressing down just probably a little bit harder since we're adding our second color now. We can put these two together. And if you look at that, we get a nice orange. It's not as brilliant as the orange color, but it still does work. Then we'll move on to mixing the red and the blue, which makes a nice violet color, a nice purple color. And then we get down to mixing the blue and the yellow, and you get green. And the reason that we're doing this is to show that when you mix these two colors, yeah, they do make another color. They make the secondary color. And you can do this with many different colors to make lots of different colors. As a matter of fact, it's been said that you use red, blue, and yellow to make just about any color you can, maybe adding some white or black to it. And there we have our new color wheel on our portfolio.